Well, hi, everybody, for the week of November 30th. Hope you had a marvelous Thanksgiving holiday. This is Stu Paul, the play-by-play man for the UTSA women's basketball team. In this podcast, it's always a pleasure to have the head coach of the Roadrunners women's team, Luby Lichonczak, and the Roadrunners are now 2-2, winning both games in their UTSA Thanksgiving Classic, winning over Illinois State last Friday by a score of 77-51, and this past Sunday they won over Houston Baptist by a score of 79-50. Luby, I don't know where to start, but congratulations on the great shooting over 50% in both games, but also the Roadrunners neutralizing the two big players that were the marquee names during the Thanksgiving Classic, Shaquilla Fowler of Illinois State and Anna Strickland, who had been averaging 17 points a game coming into the game for Houston Baptist. You held her only 1 for 7, a remarkable job indeed.
You start with defense, and you're right. It's a team effort. We concentrate on defense. After our last loss, we came back and rededicated ourselves to the defensive end, and it showed up.
Well, it certainly did with Crystal Chittimere with her 4 steals in the game against Illinois State and forcing a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad passes. And we also discussed during one of the pregame shows prior to the broadcast how Houston Baptist likes to shoot the ball very quickly, not setting up, but it seemed like they could never get in their rhythm because of the defense.
Exactly. Transition defense is how it starts. We got back, got our defense set, made it difficult for them to get in their rhythm, get the type of shots that they like to take, and you got to credit our team to do that.
First couple of games, we only had one person stepping up like Alexis Dukes in the game against Texas and Nyaja Mitchell-Cole in the game against Abilene Christian. But in yesterday's game, 5 players, double figures in scoring. Let's have that in every game.
That's our plan. I thought that would be the strength of our team this year. I think we have a lot of players that can contribute. 2 of the players that got double figures came off the bench. So I think we've got a deep squad, one that game in, game out, can contribute from almost anywhere.
I felt that Sarah Anastasieska was very comfortable yesterday. She had some good shots, some good looks. She was able to be more relaxed, set herself up, and even Kasia Kudrowska also came through. Not just those two, but it was just nice the way the plans were executed and they were carried out to form from plan A to plan B and beyond.
Well, they are starting to get comfortable with the offense. Both of them are new to the program. Kasia is a junior college All-American, outstanding shooter, but again, it takes a little while to get used to what we do and the Division I level. Sarah's a freshman from Australia, so she's going through a lot of changes in terms of culture and the academic, and the basketball is different. So she's coming along, starting to feel, as you said, more comfortable. But the other players that came in off the bench, Carly Heineman and then Tisha Smith, both really contributed to our game.
Tisha Smith had a double-double against Illinois State, scoring a career-high 22 points, and I thought she had a chance for another double-double, but she's getting in the lane, she's getting off her shots, and she's boxing out more, helping out Dempsey Thornton, who also did a good job on the rebounding end. So, as we talked about before, once Tisha can really get her potential going, there's no telling how great she can be.
She can be outstanding. She's coming along, she's understanding the team concepts that we put in, and she's doing well. So we look forward to a great year from her.
Well, it's hard to believe the month of November is wrapping up. Glad we ended that on a positive note. You have Texas State up in San Marcos on Thursday, and then you don't have a game until December 13th, and you play a pretty good Oklahoma team. And practice, of course, is going to be in session now, especially with the holiday being over. And your thoughts about the game against Texas State this coming Thursday?
We just started to do our preparation for Texas State. They're a pretty deep team. We kind of owe them one. They took one from us last year here. I think they scored 10 of the final points of that game. We were up, and they came back and beat us. So I think we'll be pretty motivated to go up there and play that game. It's obviously a big rivalry game for UTSA, and we hope to continue that in a positive way.
Yeah, and also an unfortunate factor last year, I recall the turnovers that led into the buckets for Texas State. But that was something that was minimized yesterday. I thought the team did a great job handling the ball, and also the fast break. Not too many careless passes, and you have less turnovers. You have more opportunities, and I really thought that the team did well on the ball on both ends, and hopefully that momentum can carry into Thursday.
Well, you're right. If we take care of the ball, give us more chances to score, you're better off. So, again, focal point, taking care of the ball, getting shots up within our offense for players that can make those shots. So we are doing better. We're growing, and I look forward to a great season. In terms of practice, we are going to have to take a number of days off. Kids are going to be entering finals. That is very important to us. How they do academically is more important than the basketball. And so we are going to take a number of days off. So between the Texas State and Oklahoma game, and then playing at Oklahoma, a top 25 team in the country on their court, is also a difficult challenge.
And besides Alexis Dukes, I noticed Mathilde Aragot having more of a role as a point guard, bringing the ball up, setting plays up. How did you feel in the game that she had against Houston Baptist yesterday?
Well, Mathilde did a tremendous job. We had figured that she would help us at that position at some point down in the year, and so we had the opportunity to do it yesterday, and she came through with flying colors. So hopefully we'll get her more opportunities at that position.
Luby, again, congratulations on the 2 wins. Record's now 2-2. Good luck against Texas State. I know you have a score to sell with them. Always a pleasure, and thanks for your time.
Thanks, Stu.
You got it. Thank you. Luby Lichonczak, the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners women's basketball team. My name is Stu Paul, the play-by-play man for the squad, and hope you enjoyed this podcast for the week of November 30th, and enjoy the rest of your week as we will talk basketball once again.